Finding motivation to improve can be hard. I'm what most would call a baby artist, though I like to think of myself as more of a toddler. While I continue working on an upcoming series, I thought it'd be fun to post mini episodes about art in between uploads. It'll be centered on growing as an artist because, unfortunately, you can't just magically get better without practice. And it'll be called. Okay, I don't actually have a name for it yet, but let me know if you have any ideas. Anyways, grab yourself a nice drink, and if you want to join, make sure to grab your sketchbook as well. I've attempted rendering in the past, and it's never gone well. Since then, I've learned that most artists start off with root, and so that's just what I'll do. It's honestly a lot easier than I anticipated. I started off with medium color, then layered everything dark to light, though usually you're supposed to work the opposite way, especially for painting, but it's just easier for my brain to work the other way. I really enjoyed figuring out how the light reflected off the different surfaces. After rendering all that, I thought it was finally time for the big stuff. But it turned out really bad, so let's just skip ahead a little bit. Ah, good. Back to some nice old fruit. Oh no, not again. Skip, 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 skip. Maybe it's time for a little break. It can get a little boring after so many attempts, so how about I try rendering one of my favorite OCs? This big guy here is the Black Knight. He's a main character in one of the stories I'm working on. I hope to release a set of weekly paintings depicting this story, since I think that'd be a really interesting way to tell it. I made this way back in July, and it's still one of my favorite pieces. Thanks to that confidence booster, I'm ready to dive back into it. I decided to start off with something black and white so I can focus on the lighting and shadows instead of all the different colors. did get tired towards the end and didn't finish it, but that's okay because I'm starting to get the hang of it. Now, with great power comes even greater responsibility. I told my friend I can draw his characters for the story that he's working on, and he already made up his mind for what he wanted me to draw. Buff penguin. Immediate inspiration coursed through my veins. The whole reason I've spent months learning how to render was for this very moment. Buff penguin. I'd already sketched out what I wanted him to look like on paper, but I did try to find a reference so that way I could, look at how the lighting would reflect off the luscious abs. But I wasn't having much luck finding the right, set of abs for it, so I just decided to trust my gut and just go with it, which I did, but it took a lot of work trying to figure out what abs looked like. Adding scarring was a nice touch, since for this character he is a mighty penguin king, right? And he's the biggest and buffest one of them all, so he's gotta be tough looking. Here's kind of where I thought, maybe a centerpiece would look pretty cool. And on that centerpiece, mayhaps a nice shiny amulet. I don't know what the amulet does, but it looks cool, which is just the point of it all, isn't it? There you have Buff Penguin, which my friend loved, by the way. That's all I've really done for rendering so far, and this has been over the course of a few months. I'm putting it all together so you can kind of see my progress and how I'm slowly starting to improve little by little. All in all, I really enjoyed the whole process of it. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I really like learning how the lighting reflects off all the different surfaces because there's so many different textures and all sorts of different things. And so you really have to study all these different objects in order to figure it out. Though I am terrified to learn how to render hair properly. Anyways, that is all I have for this video. So I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching. See you next time.